Austria's state flags are a bit bad. Starting with the fact that the flags known and flown all over the country are not the ones defined by law. Austrians think the 9 state flags look like this. Yep, but in reality, they look like this. No, yes. Only need to read your way through some constitutions and symbol laws and you'll see the state flags, as described and depicted by law, are a bit of a mess. Let's compare them to the ones commonly used. What's the first thing sticking out? Well, where are all the coats of arms? Indeed, 7 of 9 federal states do not have a coat of arms on their flag. Only Castleland and Styria make clear state flag equals state colors plus state arms. All others don't. That's a goddamn lie! Every day I see Lower Austria's flag, and there is a coat of arms on there. Flags with arms are used by all states, of course, but in all except 2, the law knows nothing of that. Okay, let's be generous, 2.5 states, cause Fremantle does legally have a flag plus arms, but that's the official flag reserved for state representatives. Lowborn like you and me and Margie Mossberg aren't supposed to use it. So that's a few coats of arms missing. That all? No whoop. See these 3 flags there? Been wondering about what's up with those. What's up with those? In Lower Austria, Saar Castle and Tyrol. Tyrol? What's this now? You said Tyrol, yes? So? Nothing, I like it. In Lower Austria, Saar Castle and Tyrol, there's no legal clue of there actually being a state flag. You off your meds or something? Of course Lower Austria. To prove that, one shall listen now to the complete relevant Lower Austrian constitutional section. Article 8, paragraph 2. The state colors are blue, yellow. 5 words, 6 if you don't trust hyphens. That's it. In Saar Castle and Tyrol, same story. No word of a state flag. Okay, state colors could with a bit of leeway be interpreted as state flag, only what does that flag look like? This, or this, or this? If you want to make clear the flag's design, and that it exists at all, you gotta put it down in text and image, ideally as a law. And when you do, don't forget the coat of arms, since without it, we face a slight problem. If we look at all the legal flags of Upper Austria, Saar Castle, Tyrol, Fremantle and Vienna, we see what? What? These 5 state flags are slightly similar. That is bad. If you see a white-red flag in Austria, you never know if you're in Upper Austria or Tyrol. Tyrol! For God's sake, give it a rest! The state flags being so similar is actually a bit of a coincidence. In the beginning were the coats of arms. Those are generally bound to their respective states since the Middle Ages. Today's striped flags only enter the picture in the 19th century. Method easy as can be. You take 2 colors of a coat of arms, 3 if you're Carinthia, I'm special. Stack them as horizontal stripes and done are your state flags. Pragmatic approach unfortunately leads to 5 same colored flags, 3 of them completely identical. And if we look beyond Austria's horizons, we see that Lower Austria looks like Ukraine and Upper Austria / Tyrol look like Poland. Both honestly not a huge problem since federal states and countries don't act on the same level. The fact that there are 3 state flags one can't distinguish at all, that's a bit bad though. No wonder they don't give a darn about the law and go state flag freestyle. But at least in Castleland, flag details all neatly laid out, so all sugar. One would think! A look at the flag shows us looks a bit weird. At fault here is following sentence. The colors of Castleland are red, gold. Same goes for coat of arms, same goes for flag. I don't get it. Gold is at fault. Coats of arms in the past found on the physical shields of knights. An armorial element could consist of normal pigment colors with French names like gules, sable, vert, furs of forest creatures that didn't make it across the road, like ermine, kirsch, ver, or the, again, French named precious metals ore and argent. Important note, ore and argent on coats of arms look exactly like yellow and white, but nevertheless carry the French names for gold and silver. The terms yellow and white generally aren't used in heraldry. Huh? The Austrian national flag is based on a coat of arms that's described in the constitution as a red shield intersected by a silver crosspiece. That silver crosspiece is actually white. only called silver. As those colors are then adopted for the flag, the only correct thing to do is done. Good riddance to that confusing color contortion, and hello to calling red red and white white. Oh, thank God. In Styria, same. They also write of a silver panther in the coat of arms. Still, state colors white-green, state flag white-green, and the panther called silver is in coat of arms and flag white. In Castleland, color contortion unfortunately still in place. Red, gold are the state colors, and the flag in the official depiction also red, gold. One can do that, but that comes with super low contrast, which isn't great for a flag. Hence now the uncomfortable situation that red gold is found in law, but everyone is flying a red yellow flag, even the governor of Castellland. Man, so many problems with those state flags. What now? Burn it all down. Just kidding. But before we start changing constitutions and flag laws of 9 federal states, yeah, right, the governors are all waiting for you, I'm sure. I'd like to make a proposition. Because even if everything I've lamented until now is set right, one thing would still stay the same. The flag designs are still completely whack. Those aren't flags, those are blunt coats of arms glorification devices. 3 of 9 can only be distinguished by their coats of arms. Coordinating state colors, state coats of arms, and state flags is no bad idea. Only, has really no one posed the question why a coat of arms, a graphic depiction of a physical shield carrying a state symbol in it, is yet again stuck upon a piece of colored cloth instead of taking the actual state symbol, cross, eagle, fire-spitting panther, and putting it directly on the flag without the obsolete shield? Instead of a spot in the middle of the flag that's about yay big, the symbol can take up the whole surface area of the flag. That's called a banner of arms and is about 38 times awesomer than the stuff Austria uses now. There's actually something like that right next door. Nah, not in Germany. They mostly use the same junk Austria does. I'm talking about Switzerland. There, every state, called canton, has its own square flag where they don't just slap the coat of arms on some background stripes, but put the armorial motif itself onto the flag. Now, Zurich might not be all that impressive, but look at Bern or Geneva, and oh my, chef's kiss, Merry Christmas. The bear's excited as well. In contrast, quick A/B test, this is what the flags would look like in Austria. Dude, put that away! Exactly. And not only does it look better that way, you also can't find a single canton flag looking like any other. Zurich, Zug and Lucerne are all blue and white, but because they don't all just have 2 stripes as flags, they're easily distinguishable, and that despite Switzerland having 26 cantons. Austria can't even make it work with 9 states. Therefore my proposition, 9 states, 9 banners of arms. Plan goes like so. We take the state arms, expand the shield to a 2x3 field, and the motif to a size where it fills the whole flag as well as possible. That would spawn some nice looking state flags that are way more than sad 2 or 3 striped coat of arms backgrounds. I don't know, it's a bit hard to imagine. Looks a bit like this. Castellland, Carinthia, Lower Austria, Upper Austria, Salt Castle, Styria, Tyrol, Fremantle, and Vienna. 9 better recognizable, better distinguishable, and darn good looking state flags. So, what do you say? I like the old ones better. Hey person behind the screen. Not everyone likes an in-depth critique of the Austrian state flags. No clue why. But nevertheless, it's important to me to work on topics like these, even if they might have limited potential with non-flag nerds. That only works though because some extra awesome people support my channel on Patreon long term. If you want me to keep doing what I'm doing for a long time to come, please be so kind as to check out patreon.com/tapakapa. Thank you for your attention. Until next time.